Good afternoon, morning, and welcome back to Coolum Beach for round 5 of the Coolum Holidays Open Piers. This game we're going to have Graham Anderson and Peter Carmody versus Greg Dale and Greg Brown. So it's an all Coolum Beach affair, and some of these guys standing in front of us are a bit noisy, but yeah, I'd like to welcome on Ray Whitaker as my co-commentator at the moment until Timmy gets himself organised with some results and everything to bring out. So good morning,
Hi Robbie, how are you?
Yep, good. Okay, we've got a few on board here. We've got Cameron Wilson watching from Warwick, and we've got Dawn Sinclair on board at the moment, so no doubt the comments will start coming through soon. Okay, so yeah,
well, Robbie, you know we're going to be lucky enough to have Caitlyn Lynch come to have a few kind words in this game.
That sounds good.
Yeah,
I was hoping Caitlyn was going to come in on the third round to give Ryan a bit of a hard time.
She might be banned from that, but
she could be a bit.
We might get her in to take the start of this one, will we, Robbie?
Well, if you like, yeah, sounds good. Yeah, sounds very good.
Caitlyn.
Come back from the dead again.
Yeah, no worries at all, Ray. What I'll do is I'll get Caitlyn set up on this other headset here. I'll pass mine over to Ray, and because he will know these guys and he'll be able to let you know who's who. And we know the two Gregs are in the blue and the other guys are in the black and white. So Caitlyn's now on live. Morning, Caitlyn.
Good morning. It's still morning.
Okay, it is, and I'll just pass you over to Ray.
Board, Caitlyn.
Thank you. Good to be here. Beautiful day so far. Hoping to escape the rain.
I think we'll be right, Caitlyn, with that. We'll be right here.
Yeah, we're all right.
So everyone knows Caitlyn. Caitlyn's probably the best thing to come out of New Zealand since Joe Edwards. Maybe better in the future.
Wouldn't go that far. Pretty big name to live up to, Joe.
Yeah,
lucky enough to play a few games with her, and she's taught me a lot. Great player.
So Caitlyn, you've had 12 months up the coast now. Are you enjoying it?
Yeah, love it up here. Kahuana's been like a second home to Ryan and I. They've been so welcoming, and all the members, even not just at Kahuana, around the Sunshine Coast, they've been so lovely and supportive of everything we've done. So it's been fantastic. So
Caitlyn, you've 12 months into your paramedics course now.
Yeah.
You still enjoying that?
Absolutely loving it. I think it's good for any bowler out there, no matter age, to have that other option and backup plan. Unfortunately, you can't make a lot of money in bowls. Some people can, but definitely having the qualifications outside is going to help in the future.
Yes, well, the boys are away here. Early, the local grudge match. Greg Dale, Greg Brown, Peter Carmody and Graham Anderson. The two Gregs just got pipped in a thriller from Rowan Wilson there in the last game. They were up and down all game and got pipped on the last end. So that another 3-game winner bites the dust.
Yeah. So how many 3-game winners are we up to now? 3?
We're down to 4-game winners rather. There's 3 4-game winners left.
4-game winners. All right, things are heating up. That's exciting.
Yes, we've got the two Ryans. Ryan Bester, Ryan Burnett leading the field. They've had their 4 wins and they've picked up 40 ends because it's an ends competition. This second, Noel Sean Dingle. They've won their 4 games, 38.5 ends, and Trent Healy, 34 ends. They've won their 4 games too. Then there's a swag of 3-game winners, which we'll have a bit of a chat about down the track and go from there. The boys have left a bit of space here early, the lead, so we'll see if Ando and Brownie can tidy things up a bit here.
And good morning to everyone jumping on the live stream. Give us a shout out. Good to see lots of people tuning in. So lucky that this team of Gold Coast Tweed production team. I suppose you could call them a production team. Travel around and give up all their weekends. Do such a great job for the game. Promoting it all over the world. It's fantastic. I know my family and friends back in New Zealand love to tune in.
Okay, say hi to your mum, Caitlyn.
Hi, Mum.
And Dad.
Hi, everyone. Hi, family.
And I should say hello to Faye's parents. Faye's parents that will be tuning in today.
Yeah.
Rex and El Tony and all the people from the Witchproof Bowls Club. Hi to all you guys.
And we've got Carl from the UK tuning in. Good morning. Don't think it'll be... Is it early hours there? Let's have a look. I think very early hours.
Right, so we've got some good games going on around us here. That on the green in front of us, there's 3 or 4 of the big names. We've got Trenton Healy next door as one of the leaders, so we'll be able to keep your eye on Trenton, and he's playing against the Rixon girls, who've had a bit of a mixed up grill so far. I think they've won a couple and lost a couple, have they?
Yep, I think that's the case. Some great combinations out there, and definitely wouldn't be underestimating any of these teams. I think we're set for a good match here as well.
Right, so Greg Brown looks like he's got the 2 best bowls on the rink so far.
Yeah, it's not the easiest conditions either. The wind's starting to pick up a bit. You've played here several times, so you can
quite a few several times, Caitlyn.
How hard it can be when that wind picks up.
Yes, there's always a tricky hand coming back to the clubhouse. Yeah, if you play too wide, it stays wide.
Good morning, Darren. Bit dusty this morning.
That would have to be Darren Muir, I imagine.
That would have to be Darren Muir.
Yes, yep. I can understand that. I did see the highlights of him last night at one stage.
So the format for today, so obviously we're going on wins first, and then I believe ends. That's so right. It's very close with those top 3 at the moment with their ends. So anyone's game.
Peter Carmody, first trick shot out of the bag for the day.
Crowd loved that one, just like shelling peas.
That was another Kiwi counterpart of yours, Caitlyn. Local Trevor Barbara there making comment, and he's one of the hard workers around the club here, always doing something around the club, chief selector, and
absolutely
washes a few dishes and a few other things around the place, I think.
I don't think I ever get homesick here. Everywhere I turn there's New Zealanders left, right and centre. Troy, I'm trying to find Craig Jameson. Can you?
I can.
You can spot if he's.
So you've got the sheet here. Craig is on rink 4.
Yeah, you were correct. He's 1 over from the Rixons. Well, we can keep an eye on how he's
playing
going.
Against Kel Emmerton today. So Craig and the big bear, Brian White.
Oh.
Against Kel and David Turk. That'll be an interesting game. Like they were the big giant killers from the last game, knocked over the punts. Peter Leon.
Alright, Greg. Not far away. Just a little heavy-handed, rolls out their own.
Yeah, you might want to know what it's 30 to it.
All right, Greg, he's watching it. I think he's just too wide to get back. Oh,
Yeah, so that
that's
was.
how you do it. Did you see that?
No, I looked away. I was looking up. I was checking to see how Peter Leon and Brody Johnson are travelling, and that probably hurt them. That loss by only a shot, I think it was only a shot to the local boys there in the last game. They've got 3 wins. They could have been right amongst the leaders, but they're still not out of contention. 3, you get to another 2 games to go. You get to 5 wins, and you're in the money.
Good morning, Lynn from Devon, England. Tuning in all the way over there.
Yeah, so aside from the first, top 3, the 4-game winners, we let down the board. We've got a local team with Chris O'Brien playing. He's sitting 4th, well up the dune. Jade Gronovich, he's sitting 5th. Sean Byrne, Jay Globers is still up there amongst them. Danny Camary's climbed the ladder. Shane Burke still hanging in there. Greg Brown, Stephen Tong, they've all had 3 wins. Jamie Bartell still amongst it. Brody Johnson, Rowan Wilson still amongst it. Brett Merkel. Brett's dropped a couple now, so he's they might struggle a bit from there. So
Great starter there by Greg.
the breeze has picked up off the ocean here, Caitlyn.
Yeah, you can see the bowl just there.
Blowing from the east.
Yeah.
It certainly doesn't look like it's doing too much to the bowls, but I was talking to Mick Japunza after the last game we broadcast here, and he said it was playing a few little tricks and made it a bit harder than what it probably was earlier in the day.
Welcome on board, John, all the way to Scotland. Got one of your countrymen out there somewhere.
The countryman.
Shout out to Faye. Hello there, she's watching us.
Yeah, Faye will be running around, Faye Whittaker. She'll be running around picking up a few scores for us after half dozen ends, just to give us an update on where all the other games are at.
Yeah, let us know, anyone in the comments, if you want to hear any scores specifically, but we'll be giving them.
And we'll try to remember to read the screen in front of us.
Right, Greg Brown on the mat, set up beautifully with the first 2 bowls.
So Johnny Walker watching from Woonona Bowling Club, I suppose. I'm not sure which Johnny Walker that is, because I know a couple of Johnny Walkers. I think I drank a few of them last night too.
Great shot there. Not far away, he's going to get... Oh, misses that, it's all over it.
Yes, I'm a bit too familiar with a few of with the main rink out here. Played a lot of bowls with and against all these guys, and I know too much about them, I think. Greg Dale under a bit of an injury cloud. He's dragging that knee again. He's just had it fixed and he's not totally happy with it, but I think he's getting on the better side of it.
Morning, Jim, from sunny Mackay. We weren't up there too long ago, were we, Ray?
No, we had a bit of fun up there. Yeah.
Great place, just too hot.
It was a little bit hot.
Can't
wasn't it?
handle that, no.
Very thirsty weather up in Mackay.
Yeah.
Yes, that was the most recent state playoffs, with the Caitlyn picking up a medal in the coming third in the state pairs with Julie Keegan.
Yeah, no, I was really happy to see her take out the singles. She's a great player and obviously look up to her a lot. She's taught me so much and looked after me since I moved over here, so I was lucky enough to be there to support her and cheer her on. So Lynn, we are at Coolum today. How far would you say this is from Caloundra?
It would be 30 minutes.
30 minutes, so...
On a good trip.
Yeah. So right by the sea, nice sea breeze. Beautiful.
If you haven't been to Coolum, you should try it. Whether it's playing bowls or just going to the beach. Beautiful place, Coolum.
Or going to the bar. The beer's cold.
No, it's
all
not bad
good.
either. Yeah.
It's just great to see 3 full greens after so long of being lockdowns and so much uncertainty around. It's great to see people out and about playing the sport we love.
Yes, any of these tournaments at Coolum, they're always a well-run tournament, always good quality fields, always good greens, and you've got to look at the greens today, and they're probably running 14 and a half seconds, and considering 10 inches of rain last week, it's not a bad effort by Dip, the greenkeeper here.
Absolutely.
Yeah, one of the leading greenkeepers in the state, I'd imagine. Here's a very nice bowl from Graham Anderson here.
Beautiful shot. I imagine he will not be short with this one.
He won't be short, but I think he might be wide though.
Yes.
Bit of help here if he gets onto that. Not quite.
And Peter just looking to add another one. Same as his last. It's very unforgiving hand, that one, isn't it?
Yes, it's a tough hand, that one. It's just with that cross breeze, if you play wide, it stays wide.
Yeah, beautiful weight on it, just not enough to get back.
And Graham Anderson belies his age. He really does. He's an absolute trooper. Won everything here.
Yep.
He told me 3 years ago he's going to retire, but, you know, it hasn't happened.
And we've got Barry Ashby, our ITO umpire for today, doing a fantastic job as he always does.
They've called him out a few times. I think only a few times just to annoy him at times, but this is a long measure, this one, so he needs help.
He's a great guy, great umpire. He uses a lot of common sense, which surprisingly can be hard to find in this game of bowls. It's not always like that, so no, he's a great asset for the game. Gives up a lot of his time.
not just for the umpiring side of things, but also for the district.
Absolutely.
He's pretty well up there on the district scene.
Caitlyn, who's going to win the 20?
Right.
Let's.
Well.
Who's got to call it now?
All right, no pressure. Can't be Ryan and Ryan, surely.
Well, they're all snapping at his heels.
Look.
They've got the ends on the board, but only 1.5 in front of the second place Noel Sean Dingle. And Trenton Healy's only a couple of ends behind that again, but you've got to win all your games.
I'm going to call it now. I think Ryan Burnett is in a world of pain at the moment. We had a big night at the Kiwana prize giving last night, so I don't know if I can back him in.
You're busy.
Peter Lum's asking for best of score. Look, it's like the second end.
It's very early, yeah.
Yep. We'll try and find it out for you.
Yeah, failed to run around after about the 5th end.
Alfred Poe, Alfie. They've all been very good players in their day.
Alfie and myself have won a few titles together, over the years back at Kiwana. Won a couple of fours titles together and a couple of triples, I think. Been a real another Kiwi, Caitlyn, by the way.
Told you they're everywhere.
They're everywhere.
Peter, just to let you know, it's 2-0 after 2 ends, and look, I got no idea which side of the board they're on, but we will endeavour to find out when it's a bit more exciting. Alright, he's getting interested in this one.
Yes, I see. Sean Ingham's itchy feet. He's itching to get up for this corner tournament one of these days, and I can see he's really itchy in the feet, and just the way he's commenting there, I'd say he wants to get up there. So we'll see if we can get him up here next year, I think.
Yep, see if you can get him an invite.
Show his wares. Nigel Melbourne from way down in Tasmania. How's the weather down there, Nigel? So Peter Carmody holding one shot. If ever a bowl's going to stand up, it's Carmo's bowl.
What bowl is he playing with?
Oh, they're a Super 10, I think.
Right.
I think that, you play against him and you don't want to try to follow Carmo's line. He bowls them as tight as anyone. And it's as much in the delivery as the straightness of the bowl.
Absolutely.
It's the way you let him out of the hand.
Far away from the jack, just underneath. Oh.
Yes, he's nearly got to be around that red ball on that hand, isn't he, to just drop in on the shot. Carmo's correct to the grass here, and maybe the weight as well. Could be unlucky though. Overcooked. 1 up to 2 down.
There's not too much left on the calendar this year. I think they got Bribey on this weekend, and then the Pine Rivers triples,
Yeah, that's probably
triples
the
next weekend.
last hit out before all these guys start getting into the Premier League, which starts very early in the new year.
Absolutely. Going to be a fantastic season. Obviously, lots of new players coming to the state to play.
I just hope the border restrictions don't come into play this year, Caitlyn.
I think everyone's hoping that. Hopefully we can just have a year of normality. That would be great. No, it's set to be a great competition. Let us know, everyone watching, who's your pick for Premier League 2022? Who's going to take it out?
So the Anderson bowl holding shot, and Greg Brown's trying to look like he's going to come through a couple of bowls to try to improve one of his own. Not quite enough weight to hold up to get to that bowl.
Short on legs, I think. Bit track. Yeah, he's going for the plant through the front. That looks like the easiest way to get there.
Well, there's not much on the other hand for him.
No.
Bit more grass, maybe not any more weight.
Dang it.
Clears that, he's got it. Yeah, and ran up for.
They shot.
Yes.
Boom, that's
Very
how you do
well
it.
played. Greg Brown, very well played.
Hey Peter, how are you going? I would definitely not say we're professionals, but nice to hear from you. So we've got, this is round 5, and then we've got one more round after this.
Yeah, Peter's probably the best Uber driver in Mackay, wouldn't you think? He looked after us pretty well.
We got, yes, very well looked after. He was such a lovely guy. Yeah, very lucky.
He showed me all his old haunts, all the best places to have a cold one in town.
With the watering holes.
In the league club and the cricket club, beautiful cricket club up there. Yeah, it's well set up, and I believe the government have put in a fair bit into that to make it a big facility.
Great starter there.
Right, so it's going to take a very good bowler here to get a number for either team here at the moment. Carmody's got the upper hand here, but easily changed
Just
with a little touch.
Yeah, would have just like to get past with that one. Alright, so we're paying 1st to 8th place for this tournament. So Still anyone's game for those top 8 places at the moment.
Yes, it's an ends game, as we know. I think we've mentioned that a couple of times, but for anyone out there that has just tuned in, it's an ends game, and the current leaders are the Ryan Bester and Ryan Burnett, with 4 wins so far. Noel Sean Dingle and Trenton Healy, all they're the leaders of the pack at the moment. 2 rounds to go.
And they're all within, is it 6 ends of each other? So, yeah, this game's going to be an important one. All right, Peter, we will see you next week for the turkey triples. Looking forward to that one. Yeah. We will look to get you an update on Corey and Trent's game. Find out where they are. We'll give you an update shortly.
Oh, they're right beside us, so...
Oh, yeah.
Corey and Trent, yeah, right beside us against the Rixon girls, so...
It's 2-0, but...
Early days, they're saying.
I just don't know who's on what side.
So Andre Buck, who we live streamed here yesterday, he's over against the 2 Ryans over there at the back on rink 20, and the other leader was Noel Sean Dingle, who's on rink 3 against Mark Newland, a local team. So we'll keep our eye on those games as we go.
Hi, Josh from Red Hill Bowls Club in Brisbane. Welcome aboard.
Big hi to go, Waitai.
And we've got someone from Fiji.
Yeah, Rakita Prasad. All the way from Fiji.
Wow.
Hi to you.
Welcome.
This would be 2 shots here to Carmody and Ando.
Yeah, just covering back. It looks like it should kill.
As I said, very hard to get a multiple score. So that left hand. I think it will kill this. I don't think it'll come back if it gets hit at that pace.
Well, that pace you get the split, you never know, it might just trundle through, but...
Yeah, it could trickle on the split, yes. But the red bowl gets hit and it'll, with that sort of pace it'll go.
We need Ryan Bester out here now just to go smack it.
Yeah, but that's when we become cricketers, Caitlyn. We're in the slips here. We're in the slips, and you're in the first slip, and I'm in the second slip, and Robbie's in third slip, and yeah, it could be dangerous. A lot of glass around us.
Yeah, I'll back it. Yeah. Yeah, it's Kiwis. Absolutely. 100% back us. Tony from Arizona. Welcome aboard. Now John's saying there'll be a bit of sledging in this game. Do you reckon that'll be the case, Ray?
It could happen. It could happen.
So they're all local players, so they know each other pretty well.
And Johnny's very familiar with these guys. He's played a lot of district bowls with them all over the years. Yeah, Greg will have another drive here with his fairly conservative drive weight. All big on correction, Greg Brown.
just unfortunately just
I
played
think
under.
he'll need a lot of luck off that red ball, won't he? Not quite. So the score is 3-2 next door, and looks like Rebecca's led the first bowl, so they've picked up a 3, and they're 3-2 up on Trenton.
And we've got 2 shots here, so 4-2. Are we up to? Graham and Peter in the lead. I was watching the live streaming a few weeks ago, Ray, and it was fantastic to see at the junior tournament all those young and upcoming players. So cool to see, 9-10-year-olds out there loving the game.
It's good. They go in cycles, Caitlyn, don't they? Like over the years, there's always been those 3 or 4 really good ones come through. Then there'll be a couple missing for a couple of years, and then they're back again, and they all end up in the senior ranks, and they're all top players. Like for years, I've known Rowan Wilson for 10 years. Well, he was one of those juniors that came through, and always a great lad in bowls, Rowan.
100%.
And he's probably getting up there now, Rowan, too. Yeah,
it's just so good to see the future of bowls. All fantastic ambassadors from the game, from what I saw.
So, Caitlyn, you're trialling for the Commonwealth Games, I believe?
Yeah, at this stage, it's very unknown. So there's a lot of uncertainty around travelling, obviously overseas, and even travelling between New Zealand and Australia at the moment. So fingers crossed Trans-Tasman can go ahead early next year. And then, hopefully I get the opportunity to have a crack and play in that one.
It'd be great, Caitlyn.
Yeah, and I believe, Robbie, your team are going to be... is your team going to be there? Yeah, for the Trans-Tasman? Oh, okay. Yep. Yeah, it feels like a long time since there's been any international games. Obviously there was a lot on the calendar the last couple of years. It hasn't gone ahead, so it would be great to be back out there and hopefully...
Well, if everything gets back to normalities, there'll be a lot of bowls this year.
Absolutely.
A couple of big ones at Pine Rivers. And where's the other one? Were you playing with Adelaide? You were playing with Adelaide?
Oh, so BPL, yeah.
BPL, the BPL.
Yeah, so the next one's in Moama.
There's 2 or 3 BPLs
Yeah,
this
there's
year.
2 or 3 spread out. To be honest, I haven't even looked that far ahead. I should be.
Yeah, February Moama. February 21 that starts, a week of it down there. And Pine Rivers on the 23rd of May. And back to November again, Pine Rivers on about the 7th of November next year. So a lot of good bowls to be seen there and viewed.
Absolutely.
I'll just and I'll run through a few of the things that upcoming things that are going to be live streamed this year. And we've got the Junior State Championships at Toowoomba. They're on the 16th of January, so keep your note that on the calendar. And of course, all the Premier League will start then. Then we get into the State Champions next year, are May the 9th, right through. Followed by the Australian Open at the Gold Coast, starting on the 11th of June.
Yeah, definitely a jam-packed calendar.
The Harvey Bay Classic men's pairs are on the 28th of May this year. Another big event.
Sunshine Coast Carnival. I haven't got the dates for that yet, but that's somewhere in there, July.
Yep, July Sunshine Coast Carnivals, Winter Carnivals. That'll be back and bigger again this year.
Busy live stream.
So Robbie, that new van will be getting a bit of a workout. It looks good in the car park there, mate.
Hello, Brett from Morty, New South Wales. I just scrolled up there. Sorry, I didn't see your message before. Do you know? I don't know where this is. Sorry, I'm not.
Morty, no, Morty from Junee, New South Wales. Yes.
Oh, Vicky, that's so nice to hear. She just said that she loves watching the juniors and had them at Capella for state championships, and their talent was amazing. You're so right. Like, I look across and they're, playing all these brilliant shots that I look up to. I don't even think I could play half the shots they play. It's brilliant to see.
These kids are learning these shots a lot quicker than I ever learned them.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, so Robbie's just reminded me that, this weekend at Glasshouse, the juniors do have a competition. So that's next weekend. So if anyone's around, head down to Glasshouse to check out that fantastic competition. I will quickly do a little plug for Club Kawana. So next year we're hoping to create a squad, so a junior squad, about 10 to 20 junior athletes, and we're going to get them together once a month and create a camp for them. So if there's anyone out there junior that's interested, you can get in touch with myself, Caitlyn. But yeah, we're just looking to help develop your game, get in, we've got obviously Brett Wilkie at the club, Ryan Burnett, people that have been up at that international level and played at that top level, so we can help you out however you need. So looking to start that one next year, early in January.
Yes, Caitlyn, I don't think the people around the place understand how much you put into bowls with your work and your university, and you're trying to squeeze your game of bowls in, but the work you do outside bowls, coaching and that kind of thing, it's credit to you, Caitlyn.
I just love it. I just love seeing the juniors come through. That's how I started back in New Zealand. We were fortunate enough to come over and play the Queensland team way back in the day. And I was just so excited getting the phone call that I was getting a plane trip to Australia, and met lots of amazing bowlers over here and got that opportunity to step up and get to that next level. And without all of the, support and all of those junior tournaments, I definitely wouldn't have been playing for New Zealand as early as I did. So
yes, and you've become very attached to Australia too, though, Caitlyn. I'm sure your mother would rather see a lot more of you.
Yeah, she probably would. She really wants me home. She's always nagging me about that, but I'm loving it out here, and we've got lots of fantastic opportunities. I have to say thank you to my boss, Ray Whitaker, on the commentary right beside me. Knows Ray and Faye have personally helped us out and with a job, which has been fantastic, and just given us the opportunity to have something outside of bowls, which has been brilliant for both Ryan and myself. And great shot there. They are on fire now, like. Yes,
they're going to take some stuff on the way in, those bowling.
Especially with this wind heating up, they're going pretty good.
Yes, it's swooping now, isn't it, Caitlyn? That last bowl of Greg's was nowhere near getting the line.
I'm very surprised he didn't just come down the other hand. Does it? Looks easy from when I'm sitting here, and it's probably not very easy at all.
Tried to correct on his first, maybe, and that didn't happen.
Absolutely.
I always like to, if I muck the first, I always like to give it a crack at the second, and sometimes I muck the second too.
I know how you feel.
Hi to Jeff Harrison. You were in fine form last night too, I heard.
Oh, he was pretty sensible, I thought. He was good. Fellow Kawana bowler.
How many was there last year?
Three.
So we are 7-2.
7-2.
After 5 ends. So playing 16 ends. And this is round number 5. So we've got one more round to go after this.
I expect Faye will be doing a bit of a wander around very shortly and catching up on a few scores.
Absolutely.
We can tell you there's some very tight heads next door too. The Trenton Healy Rixon game. It's just a measure there, and Neither's giving much away. There's a lot of bowls in the head each time.
I believe Beck and Connie got 1, so I'm going to go out on a limb and say the score's 4-2 after 5 ends. Oh, Lynn, that's fantastic. So a couple of your bowlers have tickets for the Commonwealth Games. And hoping to go to Potters to see the world champs over there. Yeah, Potters is a fantastic competition. Such high-class players, and I still remember seeing the videos circulating on Facebook and online of that beautiful shot. If you haven't seen it, look it up. I think it's, I believe, Nick. I can't remember, but the most amazing shot that went viral all over the world. It was pretty cool.
I keep mentioning Trenton in the game next door, but I haven't mentioned his partner Corey Fuller, who's bowling some very good bowls, and him and Beck Rickson are having a ding-dong battle leading up front here. We've got Peter Leon and Brodie Johnson not far away. They're over on rink 5. They've got a 4-1 lead over the Gunders boys, the locals. Well, Mark's the local here at Coolum, and his brother Jeremy.
Play the right hand, buddy. You know I do the other side.
Alright, the call is to switch hands. So I'll see Greg down the other hand, seeing if he can nestle one in there.
Yeah, perfect line. He'd be able to get back on the other hand without too much dramas, but really doesn't mind playing the big hand.
And the call was brilliant.
Yeah,
All in the call.
Great call, Greg Dale.
Yes.
We've got another good game over here. We've got Brett Merkel and Russell Van Homrich versus Mick Japunza. And it's a bit of a blowout there, though. It's a 9-1 score. I'm not sure who's leading at this stage, but we'll get an update on that very shortly, though. Hi to Adam Wood from Lightning Ridge. Have you had any rain out there, Adam? Everywhere else has.
There's been some crazy storms. Ever since they moved to the Sunshine Coast, I reckon it rains almost every week. Just yeah, amazing. We don't get this excitement in New Zealand. There's no cool storms. I love it.
Has been a wetter year this year than most, though, Caitlyn.
Yeah, I shouldn't really complain. Doesn't even feel like we've been through winter and it doesn't get, below 15 degrees. We're pretty lucky.
Well, we can have 4 inches of rain overnight, and you get out next day and the sun's shining, and you don't know where the rain's gone.
Absolutely. Alright, looks like he's not on a bad track. Just trying to get back now.
He's pretty good.
Yeah.
Zach High, maybe not quite in the count, but close.
Yes, thank you, Lynn. It was Nikki Brett, you're right. That viral bowls video that went round, that was unbelievable.
Does anyone know how to remove the closed captions from the commentary from the screen? Do you know that, Robbie? That's on their end.
Yeah,
Yes,
you
yes. We
can-
can't do it from this end.
Oh. I just put it on full screen when I get sick of the captions. So if you turn your phone round,
Turn
put it
them
on full screen.
phone
Should,
side.
yeah, should get rid of them.
I don't know, Andrew, how you'll do that with your TV if you're watching on the big screen, but we'll try it with the phone for a start.
Alright, so he's opted to play that narrower side. Getting... Oh, great weight.
So Adam's just telling us that it's been a good year for the weather so far at Lightning Ridge, so good to hear.
He's just going to get caught in his own one.
Not a bad call, Greg Dale again.
Absolutely. Holding 2, maybe 3. Looks like 3.
Yeah,
Set the bowl for
he
5.
he should be able to get down to that all right.
He's
A bit of good comedy
Trying
from
to
Greg Dale there.
Yeah,
Yeah,
love
he's
that when you
right.
try and talk to the bowls. It definitely helps.
He's made it. He's brought the fourth one in.
All right, Shane, we do have an update on the top 10. So, do you want to run us through that, Ray, just from the top? Who's leading so
I
far?
can do that. We've got the, well, I'll just go the skip name at this stage. Ryan Bester, leader. Noel Sean Diggle, second. Trent Healy, third. They've all won their 4 games. Then we've got local Chris O'Brien, Jade Gronowid, Sean Byrne, Jay Globitz, Danny Cremeri, Shane Burke, Greg Brown, Stephen Tong and Jamie Bartell. That's down to probably 10 or 11 or 12 or somewhere there. And they've all won 3 games. Brody Johnson's also won 3 games. And Rowan Wilson's won 3 games. The rest of them are 2-game winners after that. There's no such thing as a draw here today. You play an extra end, full end if you have a drawn game, so there's no half games. So the competition's all about wins. Wins for a start, you win all your games for a start, and then whoever's got the most end takes the prize.
And you might have just seen it on the corner of your screen there. Trent just played a brilliant shot to pick up a 4, so they would now be in the lead. I think 6. 4? I can't see. They haven't done the board in a few ends.
6-4, you're right.
Yeah. So we do need to do a quick shout out to the sponsors for the 2021 Coolum Holidays Open Pairs. So obviously proudly supported by Coolum Holidays, North Shore Realty and Sunshine Coast Council. So thank you to them and thank you to everyone who supports bowls clubs around.
Over on Rick 9 there, Jade Gronowich, he's running it to a 9-1 lead over Big Max Evans there. Young Big Max Evans, let's call him. Young bloke, he's only about 18 I think, Max. Is that right, Caitlyn?
Yeah, he's younger. I'm not too sure his age, but he's come from an indoor background.
That's right, and he's playing down at Pelican Waters.
Yeah, so he did when he came to the club. Well, I've seen him around Kawana, but obviously, yeah, playing for Pelican, he used to look up to Brett Wilkie, who obviously came from an indoor background as well. So he knew him, and he was sort of his idol.
Yes, well, he's fitted into the Pelican Waters A-grade side, so
Yeah,
he's doing pretty well.
so it's great to see.
Had a good win yesterday. I can't think of who it was over, but that was a very good. He beat the the ladder leaders.
Oh, brilliant!
He
Yep.
took out Jay Globitz and Wesley Hedges, which was one of their few losses. Their only loss.
That's the beauty of the game. Any age can play against anyone, and you know, you're never safe. You can never underestimate your opposition, no matter who you're playing, no matter what you're playing in. Alright, is he going to get down inside the red ones? Oh, just about. So we've got the two Gregs wearing their Team Taylor shirts.
Yes.
Definitely the best bowl out there, hey Ray?
Well, they're very good teammates of Adam Haitley, who's Mr. Taylor Bowles these days.
Absolutely. It's
Very good friend of mine, Adam.
good to see him out on the green again, you know. I haven't seen him in a long time playing bowls. He's probably been around, but...
He has been around, but he's got back into bowls a bit more seriously this year. And
yeah, Mr. Taylor. Alright, so Greg's looking to trail. Is that the call? Play a yard on or so?
no, he's more like a sit and stay, that line, that hand.
Yeah.
Done it pretty well, whatever he's done.
Alright, got
One
the
shot to G. Dale.
And lots of bowls in the head.
Good effort by Peter Carmody. Perfect weight. Just that bowl too wide.
I think Grumpy Robbie's coming out. Got a few people in front of the camera. He's got a serious face on. Watch out. I would be scared. It's a great opportunity for...
Don't like it back.
yeah, I was just saying it's a great opportunity that anyone gets to have a chance on this live stream. So obviously they just do the draw and whoever's on number 7 gets that chance. So it's a different game when you're playing on a live stream or you're on TV. It puts a bit more nerves on people, a bit more pressure on some. So it's a good opportunity to have that chance to play.
And you've got to have a face for TV too. Look at Ando.
Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Hi Robert, you're up in Townsville but you're from Mooloolaba.
Robbie Blanco, how are you, Rob?
I like the quick greens at Mooloolaba. Reminds me of back home in New Zealand. Nice swingy 18 seconds. And people think that's quick, and then you go to New Zealand and you're like 20 seconds. On a windy day in Wellington, you got no chance.
Yes, you've got to be on your game when you go to Mooloolaba. It's a different game. And if the more you play there, the better you get there.
Absolutely.
Under the orange, you're good, Greg.
Just didn't get down enough.
No.
So what's the situation? What are we looking at here,
looking
Ray?
at Carmo for a couple of shots, probably. Oh, he's got one finger up. I would have thought he might have had a couple up, but I'm not sure which
he's holding one. He's just deciding what to do next.
There's a lot of red around there.
Yeah, I feel like I need glasses. I can't even see that far. Oh, wow. We've got okay, I just found binoculars on the table. Brilliant.
Backup plan, Caitlyn.
Yeah, absolutely. So just to give a couple of... I'll wait for this end, just see what this ball does. No. So it should be 1. Making it 8-6, is it? Or is it 1 to Greg and...
1 to Carmo. Carmo's red ball.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Alright, so 8-6 after 7. Just a couple of score updates. I don't have actual scores, but I have margins. So we've got, I'll just point out a couple. Stephen Tong and Jay Dorr, they're up by 10. We got Michael Ansel's team up by 8.
Just don't stand right in front of the camera and the other end. Say to them, 3 foot wide, you're good. So, yeah.
Sorry, we're back. We're just having a few quiet discussions with the with the TV stars.
Trying to
just getting them into their right positions.
Educate the stars.
Yes. Everything's relatively close at the moment. If you want to know a score, let us know who you're interested in. We'll check it out. I think everyone's about 6 ends in, 7 ends in.
How are the leaders going?
How are the leaders going? That's a great question. Ryan Burnett. Okay, so Bester and Burnett are down by 1. Where have we got? I'm looking for Noel's name. This is why I need glasses, because I actually can't see. You can have a look, Ray.
Well, Noel Sean Dingle, they're down by, hold on, ring 3, no, they're down by 5 shots.
Down by 5,
Down
so
by
we've
5
got
shots.
2 of the leaders.
2 of the leaders behind the 8 ball.
Yep, and Trenton Healy, who's just out here, currently leading by 2. So, yeah, it could be some interesting results, this one.
Yes.
You're to the right of those, left of those. That's how you
They look thick.
guide hand up when you're just looking forward.
Robbie's handed me about 7 pairs of glasses. I don't know where they're all coming from. Just got everything in his magic bag. Oh, these are good.
Oh, look out.
Look out.
Caitlyn will be able to read the screen now.
Yeah.
Roger Goodridge is having a look. And Roger Jury's out there also watching the game.
Yeah, I'm not talking.
Good, man. I'm getting better.
Phil Keats always interested in how Daly's going. Daly's holding up pretty well to the pressure. He's in his 5th game and still standing.
Looks like a nice one coming in here. Beautiful. Number 1.
Very good, Ando.
Great shot. Oh. So skies are looking pretty good at the moment. Doesn't look like there's going to be, fingers crossed, touch wood, any rain coming.
The charts I read said
Yep.
possible thunderstorms 4 o'clock-ish, so that's about what the sky looks like at the moment.
Yeah, yeah.
I've got a rough idea where they come from here at Coolum, and
Yeah, I would
it's
trust your
it's
expertise.
usually over that back green.
Gonna hold up. I tell you what, it's held up a lot longer than I thought it would.
Yep, you're right. You can hear Timbo in the background there.
Robbie Blanco all the way from Townsville. You can hear Timbo in the background here.
So Tim does a fantastic job here at the club.
Oh yeah, unmistakable voice.
Unmistakable voice, but he's always go go go. Every time I see him, working very hard to make these competitions run as smoothly as they do.
Well, I did say to him yesterday, I said, it's about time you started passing on a few things, letting the boys do a few things so you can keep your eye on everything.
Exactly
And he's done
right.
exactly that. Yeah, he threw me in the chair.
Now, you told him to, so.
What a game to be on the TV. Oh. Watching Brownie this morning. So commentating on this and also your game.
Oh, were they?
Yeah.
All right, just not enough legs on that one.
No, he probably put a little bit more weight under this one. He doesn't mind this little runner.
So this is specialty, is it?
Yes,
Little
he
runner?
likes this shot. He likes
Yeah.
it.
And I can see why he likes it.
Yep.
Come on.
Brilliant.
Very good.
Brilliant shot.
Over there, Carmody.
2 down.
It's a lot better than what it was.
Oh, it's much better.
A lot better.
A bit carefully, Carmody. He needed to get a good angle on this. And he did.
Oh.
And he did. That's 2 trick shots Carmody's played today. One on the first end,
Yeah.
another one there, but he give it a chance.
Some people seem to be really good at those ones. As long as you're giving your ball a chance, anything can happen.
Yeah, Peter Carmody's another very hard work at the Coolum club here. He's on the board, always doing something out of the place, and very good bowler for the
Brilliant
club
shot.
Coolum he's been. Greg Dale draws the ultimate.
Number 1.
Open it up, give himself a chance, and he's drawn it.
Yep, the perfect, I would say, thirds bowls. Great shots.
You get that shot on TV?
Just clarifying, he's just checking that we caught that one.
Get you a smile for the camera, Greg. Yeah, that's the. You got to be happy with those 2 bowls, Greg. And they give himself every chance, every chance.
He's given himself the next 4 seconds, it looks like, so be interesting to see what he plays with his next one.
He can play a little bit of weight in there, not big weight, but he can play a solid little shot there that'll poke that bowl through the hole.
I'd probably just smack it. Jack in the ditch, get the bowl, just not muck around with anything. I get a bit impatient sometimes, so.
Yeah, Brownie really wanted to put another bowl on the head then, didn't he?
Yep, so confident draw, trails the jack or sits the bowl.
Carmo's played a lot of bowls with Ando, knows what he can do. I'd venture to say they've probably won 2 or 3 club pairs titles here together over the years.
Oh, just not getting down in time. Had a nice.
Probably want another yard on that. Another yard,
Yeah.
a bit tighter.
That's why it's like, I know it's good in hindsight, but just in these conditions, I think it's more of a smack it or draw the shot. When the wind's picking up, it's so hard, especially on that hand.
And the green is still pretty holdy. Like, it's probably only running 14 and
Absolutely.
a half
Yeah.
at the best. So you've got to push your bowl down there for a start, and it's
Yeah.
a little easy to misjudge that extra yard of weight.
Yeah, easy for me to say sitting here, but all right. So very close game we've got on our hands here. The 2 Gregory's opting to play a short one.
Yes, they did that last mat too.
Bit of a tactic there. Playing.
I think Darley might just do that so he hasn't got to walk as far up and down the green. Still carrying that knee.
That's what I do. Last end, when you're going towards your bag, you just put all your bowls in the ditch and then you can just pack them up, chuck them in your bag.
Easy game.
Easy. That's the way to do it.
Score was wrong.
Oh.
The score was wrong.
Oh, the score was wrong. Righto. So it's correct now?
Yeah, it's good
Yep.
now.
Robbie would not make a mistake. He's the anchor man.
All right, so we've got a correct score. It's up there now for you guys. Yeah, good shots.
Kingy's having a bit of a look. Where are you today, Kingy? Always somewhere different.
Yeah, if anyone's at, there's obviously the Bribey Island men's fours on this weekend as well. Anyone's down there, give us a, let us know who's in the lead.
Yeah, so if we can predict a winner down there.
Yeah,
A lot of the good teams are down there at that tournament also this weekend.
absolutely.
Get that last one on TV. And they said,
Greg Dale's gone into the bar to ask if they saw the last end on TV. Can you believe it?
Just got to make sure everyone saw it. Fair enough.
No entry, go around. There you go. Good, thanks. Harry, yourself?
Yeah, so if you're just tuning in, this is round 5 of 6 rounds here at Coolum Holidays Classic Pairs. $8,000 Classic Pairs. So we've got 3 teams on 4 out of 4 wins, and then a few behind them on the 3 wins. So
Still very open. You've only got to falter a bit at the top and you're amongst the
Absolutely.
rest of them.
and from our last score updates, all those top ones are pretty close. So we will keep you updated on any scores, but let us know if there's someone in particular you want an update on, and we'll do our best to get that to you.
Hando doing what he does best there, stealing the shot.
No, that's pretty brandy. No, that's just one. Yeah.
Yep, lovely super trail.
Hey, Beck's bowls are the white bowls next to her, aren't they?
Yes.
Yes, he's got a lovely little starter there on the jack. One
Yeah.
not too far behind. 6 all
She's
next door in that game. It's going to be a tough one.
Yeah, they're really, putting the pressure on the 2 boys from Pine Rivers. There's been a lot of driving over there from both of them, actually, so it'll be an interesting one. See who comes out on top. Obviously, both the girls are very talented here from the Sunshine Coast. Play for Malta.
Yes, they've got a medal around their neck from the last Commonwealth Games.
Absolutely. So that was so brilliant for obviously such a small nation. And the obvious lovely people as well.
Yes, it's good to see Connie coming down for a couple of tournaments lately. I've seen her about the traps a bit lately, and she hasn't got down that much over the last 12 months, but we can obviously move around the state a little bit more now.
Oh, just rocks the shot bowl. Rachel Davies. Oh, you missed Ryan's update. Well, the last one we saw, they were down by 1, but that was that was only 4 or so ends in.
And unfortunately, we can't see that rink from here. They're on the back green, so
We'll try to get that one to you.
we've got to rely on Faye to have a little look out there.
Kelsey. She missed the shot and she's not going back to watch it.
you've got something good to say?
Righto, so Rachel is update, and they're a shot in front at this stage. That's Ryan Bester, Ryan Burnett. 1 shot in front, so they're the ladder leaders, but they've got to keep winning games to do it. And one falter and you're not so well off.
Alright, so we're 9 ends playing the 9th end of 16. So we're just a little over halfway. And Greg on the hunt. Is he going to get the
I think
gap?
he's holding enough.
Is he going to get the gap?
Hold
Yes.
too much, yeah.
Great effort. He's in the area.
He may have rolled Peter's bowl out though.
Yep.
Well, he did. And whether that was actually shot beforehand, I'm not sure how close it was. A little straightener around, eh? Didn't quite get the lucky result.
Yeah, no one's giving any indications. It looks from here like the Greg's.
Well,
What?
I'd say Greg's rolled his shot. Just
Anyway, open draw, just has to get under that orange one out there.
he's not going to get under it.
No, he's going to move it across.
Out of the way for next time, yep.
Absolutely. If he had another ball.
He's tight. Going to crash it
Called
again.
it early, Ray.
Yep,
And he's tight.
He's tight, yes,
Yep.
he's tight.
Local knowledge. And everyone is stone.
I'm thinking
Base?
one shot to Greg and
Yeah.
Greg.
So you're on the right push here. Yes.
Looks like Peter Leon and Brody Johnson are 5 shots in front there over there on against the Gunders boys still.
Oh, Gregory. Back on.
Well, these guys would have played together for many years.
They have.
Give it an estimate. How long do you reckon they've been
Well,
club mates for?
I'd say they've all been at Coolum for. It's probably a better question to ask Timbo that, but I mean 10 years minimum plus all of them.
Yep. It's turning out to be a cracker of a day, so if you're around in Coolum anywhere, head on down. Some great bowls being played, fantastic matches and nice cold beer.
Actually, I think the players are pretty relieved every time a cloud goes over because it's pretty warm when the sun comes out.
Absolutely. Rose, the scores now are 6-all after 8 ends, so that's on Beck and Connie's game.
Against one of the ladder leaders.
Yes. Against Trent and Healy's team.
Yes.
So, they're playing really well. They're both teams fantastic bowls at this stage.
Yes, and Trenton's with Corey Fuller.
Oh. Alright, so he's just putting in a cover shot, trying to stop that Jack being trailed over there for 2 down.
Yeah, well, Greg's pretty got to play a little more weight to actually get under that and grab the Jack. He's more inclined to maybe roll Greg up into the head.
Yeah. It's corrected on the other side now.
Overcorrected, yes.
Can't stand up for it.
Still making a nice little grouping there.
Greg, just had a message from your mate. Watching you on live stream. He said, pick your bloody game up.
Timbo just yelling out some encouraging words to the teams.
I did see Phil Keats there. He's a fan of Daly's. Always got him in his interests. Righto, so Keats is trying to say that they've maybe been here 40 years. That might be the answer to the question before of how long the boys have been at the club.
Yeah, I think that's...
They look like they've been here 40 years.
Calvin, wish this weather was around last weekend. Where were you last weekend? I was at Bribey and the weather was beautiful. It just crashed, during the week, but...
It was wet, yeah. Yeah, I'm trying to think, yeah.
The weekend was fine for us. Girls, that was when Pyalba got cancelled, unfortunately, and... Yeah, there was a lot of dangerous wet weather around, so... Kelsey, they've been playing together for more than our ages combined. Yes, that's some experience right
there.
there.
Another G Dale classic down the green here.
Don't miss.
Oh, trying to back edge the jack over to their own, just rolls the red. So
Didn't quite get the result, but it was a good bowl. He's given Greg Brown a little more room just to roll, to lay his bowl down to bring it into the count now, because I'm pretty sure that's the shot that Greg will try to play.
Yeah, you'd like to think he's probably trying to get one in the head and roll that blue over or just sneak past it either side. But you never know, his eyes might be lighting up. We can see the jack. And you can see a group of blue bowls.
He can't afford to play any more than a yard though. Really, if he plays 2 yards and rolls his own out sideways and finds a hole, he's in a bit of deep trouble. Although he's already 2 down, it's probably only 3.
All the pressure.
He's gone back to my first option.
I like this option.
Yep.
He's having a little
tight.
dabble at it.
Might get the back bowl though. There you go.
Hey.
There you go.
And
Held up beautifully to grab a bit of the jack and made a shot, or if not 2.
A bit of room to draw, so I'd back him to get one in there.
It's pretty tight.
Yeah. Still got another.
He's tight too.
He's followed it down, yeah.
Not quite as tight, but he might push Daly somewhere. No. Serve Ando makes the correction. Interesting that.
Yeah, I can see why they didn't want to get on that wide side, and we've seen it a couple of times, just hangs out there.
Yeah, sometimes you got to take a punt though. Like you got to trust yourself to get down, because it could be costly to them, that one.
100%. Just got to trust your eyes.
But they both did it though.
It could be a little handful here.
1, 2, I'm going 3.
Okay.
I think he'll get the other one though, Greg, will he?
No, I don't think he can stretch it that far. 3. Alright, so we're 12-7.
2 Greg's got, yep. I've picked up 3 there and
to 10, so 6 ends to go. And so just reminding everyone, so we go on wins first and then we go on ends. So top 3 at the moment, they're very close in their end, so this will be a very telling round.
Yeah, the 2 Gregs have had some very tight games so far. They've had the first game they had a 4-shot margin win, a 1-shot margin win in the second, a 7-shot margin win in the third, and they dropped 2 shots in the 4th game. So had very tight games. Good competition they've had all weekend. Right, well, we've got a bit of an update from Phil Keats. He's full of knowledge, the man, and
Full of
just give us a bit of insight into Greg Dale. Like he's played at 6 clubs that Phil knows about, and he's won the singles at each and every club, starting at North Ipswich. So that's the kind of talent we're dealing with out here. And
That's impressive.
Yeah, very impressive record, Greg Dale.
Lucky he didn't join Malulabar.
Johnny Thane. You'd have loved to have had him there, Johnny. He might have got one of your titles off you, mate.
I won't play the just. Oh yeah, coming this way.
So give us a shout out if you're watching around the world. It's good to see lots of people tuning in from all over. And again, let us know if there's a rink you're particularly interested in, and we'll try and get you a score update on that rink. Everyone's roughly at the 10 end mark.
And I think Faye will be going for a bit of a wander shortly. Maybe, and have a bit of a round up again.
Maybe, she looks pretty relaxed.
Where is that board? Oh. Yeah. Yeah, so Faye's off having a bit of a round up and see if she can round up a few scores for us on the back greens again after about 10 ends. Give a bit of an update shortly.
Yeah, we'll let you know how that Scottish guy's going very shortly. Oh, so he did win a title at Malulabar. He must have been in the bar.
Well, he probably won a top draw 4s or something there. It'd be a chance at that somewhere along the line.
Brett again from Morty, New South Wales. You're really going to have to map this out for me because I got no clue how. I'll just have to look it up where we're talking about.
Was that June? Morty, June?
I'm sorry. Don't know my Australian geography very well.
Well, you don't know where Morty is. Do you think you know where Weewar is? Because we've got Kay Jewson having a look from Weewar.
Thanks for tuning in, guys. Yeah. Oh, yeah, here we go. Got it up on the map. Oh, you're not too far away. Sort of near...
Central New South Wales, is it?
Yeah, sort of. I'm looking around Tamworth, Dubbo. That sort of area. Good stuff.
Well, we've got to find out where Weewar is now, Caitlyn, because I don't know where Weewar is.
Yeah, that's Weewar.
Right, back to the game here. It looks like Ando's got holding shot here at the moment, and 3 seconds to the Gregs. Carmo looking to put another bowl on the head at this stage. And he's done just that. Another ball on the head.
Absolutely.
A little bit of weight might hurt Greg here.
Is he going to make
Beautiful
contact
weight,
with
just
the ball?
not quite
Just
holding up here.
underneath.
Oh. Would have charted out nicely, wouldn't it?
Yep. See definitely what he was trying to do there. Get the split or get onto that ball.
Greetings from Cape Town too. My young mate Mitchell Mears having a look too. Good to see you out there, Mitch.
Mitchell, Broadbeach Bulls. He's had,
Yes, he's at Broadbeach now.
yeah,
Couple of seasons there, in his second season now, Mitch, I think, and all the best for the Premier League this year. Oh, I pronounced we are wrong.
thank you for that, Kay.
Northwest New, pronounced we were.
And Simon, yeah, we'll let you know those rink updates very shortly. So I think the Gregs have got like a patch of blue bowls sort of at the back there, so he's looking to try and either get that split and take the jack through, or
Probably fairly hard to move the jack actually. At that
yeah.
more chance of playing the yard over and charlieing out the orange bowl.
now it makes it a little difficult.
Right, so we've got Eddie Whiteside and Jamie Bartell, 3 shots up on Chris McDonald and Brett Williams, one of the games. Russell Van Homerick and Brett Merkel, shot down to Mick Japunza and Craig Hawthorne. Dennis Layden and Mark Newland, 3 shots up on Noel Sean Dingle and Michael Cumming. Now that's one of the leaders that's in a bit of trouble there, 3 shots down.
Let's just see what's happening here. Is he going to get down? Oh, didn't give it all, that ball.
So at this stage, it'll probably be a 1 shot to the endo bowl, but there might be 2 there. Is that one a bit farther back, his second one?
We've got Craig Jamieson and Brian Smith, 22-5 up so far.
On Kirk. That's on Kirk Emmerton and Dave Turk.
Made a 3.
Really?
All right, this is getting exciting.
Yes. It was a big bowl, that endo.
All right, John's just asked us who's playing the last game on the live streaming, Ray.
Rightio, we've
You
got
can
the big
answer
guns
that
coming out for that.
question.
We do have the Ryan Burnett and Ryan Bester playing Jay Dorr and Tongy, Stephen Tong. See the lovely Rachel here today, support team for Stephen.
Ready. 3. All square again. Thank you.
Going back through a few more of those scores from before, with Brody Johnson and Peter Leon, 4 shots up on the Gunders brothers. The Rixon girls are 2 shots down on Trenton and Corey Fuller, Trenton Healy and Corey Fuller. The live stream game, we know what that's happening there. Ryan Wilson, 15-8, so 7 shots up. Rowan and Ricky Holt, 7 shots up on Kevin Doherty and Carl Bamaris. Jade Gronowit and Andrew Chapman, 9 shots up on Bill Hipwood and Sean Byrne. Wesley Hedges and Jade Globus, who started off, they led the field. Well, they've lost a game, and Wendy and Nev Jamison are 4 shots up on them at the moment. It's a tie between Sean Anderson and Jason Bartz against Stephen Giles and Wayne Brown. Sid and David Grime are locals. A couple of shots up on Adam Haitley and Shane Burke. So, they're one of the fancy teams. Shane and Adam, they're a couple of shots down. Mark Prosser and Jason Thomas is subbed out today, being filled in for. 3 shots down on Jason Membry and Jim Dowd. And Daly's got a very good bowl. Lead first up in the front, as you can all see there. Tilly Coyne and Annika McGill, a couple of shots down at the moment. I might have read that last game wrong, actually. It's Mark Prosser's playing Adam Haitley. I've read the wrong one there, and they're 9 all.
Great shot there, just on the TV.
Oh, very good.
Greg throws his hands in the air.
We've got Linda Jackson and John Allen. They are 6 shots down on Michael Ansell and Mel Bull. Now they've strung together a couple of games and going all right, the boys now. Stephen Springate and Daniel Keogh. 2 shots down on Joe Dorr, father of Jay, and Blaine Shorter. Rodney Sandbrook and Wayne Smith. They're 10 shots up on Mark Torrens and David Dodd, so they've snuck away a bit there. Yeah, one of the big guns here, Jay Dorr and Tongi, 18-5 up over Chris O'Brien and Tony McAnally, who had a very good win last game. We've got Adam Hall and David Wright. They're level with Danny Cremeri and John Simmons, having a good day, the boys. David and Adam Hall, they're really lifting to the occasion. Good to see, they're very competitive against these top sides. We've got Andre Buck and Roger Paschetti. They are 3 down on Ryan Burnett and Ryan Bester, so that's the update all around on all those. So we've, the leaders are leading and a couple of the second place ones are struggling a little bit.
So Emma, this is live. Yep, we are streaming live from Coolum on the beautiful Sunshine Coast.
Carmody living a bit dangerous here for his own teammate. He does know he's got shot, doesn't he? Greg Dale trying to get a bit of vengeance back on that last shot of Ando's here. Not to be this time, Greg, but I think you'll have to make a little correction there.
Robbie, are we talking at the right time? Okay, I'm just checking.
Yeah. We're about half a second in front of the actual live. Righto, so Carmo's played Daly's shot there. He likes that forehand little runner, but he sprayed it.
Oh, his head in his hands.
Yes, that's been seen by the world. That, Greg. that'll be on your lowlights reel, not your highlights reel. That one. Disappointed with himself.
Oh, he's a great player. They're all very consistent bowlers.
Hey.
Obviously, being on their home turf, so unexpected miss from him.
11 all. He won't walk in the bar this time and say, "Did you see that, boys?" We're watching it on live stream inside.
Yeah, this is looking like it's going to be a great finish to the match. So we're no killed ends. It's just respot.
Hi to Nicky Cole. Are you playing somewhere this weekend, Nick? Phil Keats has saw that last bowl, I'd say.
Yes, it's definitely easy when we're all sitting here watching and
Really easy.
experts from where we're sitting.
We've all sprayed a bowl, and I spray a few more than Daly ever does.
All right, he's trying to
It's a good
swing
way
into
to get
it.
down here, Greg Brown. Too far down in the end. Great effort. Righto, next door Connie's offering Beck the big drive. A couple of shots down there, and
You might see that on the screen just to your right hand side.
no, you won't. Took one out.
All right, back to Greg. Can he change this?
Similar line, more weight though.
Tricky to try and play with. Does he have a bigger drive? Fair enough. Graham and Peter in the.
2 shots was it then? 2 shots?
Yes. All right, yes, 13-11 after 12.
This is when the Greg Brown calculations comes into play. As long as you're inside the shots down with ends to go, you're always a big chance.
Nice.
Touch it there. Yeah, sort of get the jack through, up and over the pole, mate. Come on, mate.
Alright, so pretty good starters here. Great shot. Brilliant.
We've got a bit of a question up here from David Croft, and he's trying to find out if someone can ask Greg Brown if he played in the 1981 under 35 singles. We'll do a bit of asking around about that. It's going back a few years though.
Yep, I think I was negative 14 years old, so
I think David might be having a bit of a swipe at him there, I reckon, don't you? At Adelaide City, so maybe there might be a bit of truth in that story. Hi to Colin Lees.
So Ray, you can tell us what happens in the event of a draw. What are they going to do?
They play an extra end, full end.
Beautiful.
Which it did happen to these. So I think the Brown Dale combination did that in the one they won by 1 yesterday. I think the first game, I believe.
All right, that could be seeing that here.
So we see Peter Leon over there on about rink 5. Looks like he's holding his lead, and Peter's always not far away. No matter where you take him or send him, he's always in the hunt.
It's always waving around that stick of his.
Yep. So he's just hovering, I think, waiting for someone to make a mistake.
as you play against one of these mates like Ando, and that's, you may as well forget about the ball.
Yes, yeah, Peter and Brody, they haven't got so many ends on the board, but they're sitting at about 10th or 12th, and suddenly you win another game and you've got 4 wins out of 5, and you're sneaking up the board and not far hopping around the heels of these leaders. So
That's it.
don't ride off the punch yet.
No, definitely not. So
Brilliant bowl there, miss.
paying down to top 8. So definitely some room for movement up in the top half of the draw.
Well, every round there's been some moves and shakes. Righto, so Greg Dale probably holding a shot or two, probably maybe 2 there.
Yeah, he played 2 fantastic ones.
When you're
to
2 down, it's not bad
start.
holding 2 shots.
Absolutely. Depends where this one's going to
Gee,
walk
Carmo,
to.
how did that hold up to miss those bowls?
Alright, so just looking to
It's
add to the
right.
count. Yep, looking pretty good. Just didn't really want to make a target. Looks okay there. Still gaps around it.
And I'll make this shot every day of the week, but then you get the one bowl where you go 1 bowl too wide and you're on the wrong side of a bowl and you're still 3 down.
Alright, what's he going to do here at the front?
Oh, he needs something generous to happen off that.
Yeah.
Roll one of Carmo's bowls, but I don't think it would come into play at all.
It's definitely cut it down,
Yeah,
but
Greg's having a good look at it now. Actually, the red bowl could be further up than the other bowl of Greg's there.
alright, he's got a nice shot on now. Just gets a roll or 2 out of the red. Sneaks inside it. He's onto the jack.
Yeah, sliding under a bit tight, so let's see if Brownie can build another shot here. He's got the one, but it's very hard to get back to, I'd say. Just going in his last one.
Great if you see a few bowl supporters rolling in around the greens. Beautiful day for... Oh, he's made 2, yes. Just what the doctor ordered.
Game on again, still.
Same again, Monday. Same again, is it? 13, 13.
Good to see Thelma Sandoz just wandered into the club here having a bit of a look. She must be on tour at the moment. She's a former Coolum resident, Coolum player.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, lovely
down
to
at
see
Broadbeach.
her.
Yeah. Righto, different tactic for the boys. Paul stretched it out this time, Greg Dale.
Hey Greg, all the way from Sussex. Yes, we will endeavour to get those results updated as soon as we can.
He's split that up and get his makeup.
Wonder if-
Hey?
Bit longer in, not quite as tight early.
Let us know if there's any score updates you are requiring and we'll try and get those out to you. Alright, change of length, longer end.
I've been asked the question, is Dingle still down? He was only 3 down, but that was after 10 ends, and because he's nowhere near us, he's on ring 3. We might be able to see that. 1, 2,
Yeah,
3.
have a wee look. Oh, 11-10 on the scoreboard.
10, so
Team
team 30,
is down.
40, 30, 40. So 30's on that side, so team 40,
So they're up.
which is Dingle, so they're a shot up. They've got to the lead. I'm glad we're able to help you out with that.
11-10 after 12 ends on that one.
So that's one of the leaderboard back in front, one of the 4 game winners. So it looks like we've probably got the three 4 game winners just in front on each of their rinks, with I think Trenton Healy's on the leading side of that board, isn't he still?
Yeah, I think he is on. They haven't updated the board in a while. I think he's just in front of the Ricks and girls at the moment.
Yep.
Yeah, I was talking. Mirando's first bowl that he got.
All right, Greg just looking to do the same thing. Little front toucher. Happy days. Easy.
So with 2 or 3 or 4 ends to go on each of these rinks, Faye's having a little run around and see if she can round up some close-up scores towards the finish.
Yeah, Terry, Trent and Corey are up. They just haven't done the board, so says 3 up at the moment on their scoreboard, but I have a feeling it's...
There may be a couple others to go on.
Yeah, I'm not exactly sure on the updated scoreboard at the moment.
You sneak up there. Where'd you come from? She's mad. She's going a bit silly.
Alright, so Brownie's drawn the number 1 here, and I don't know how short those red ones are, but there could be a couple of shots in that at the moment.
All good, Tony? All good? Greg, What year was that?
Caitlyn just out checking her score there next door to confirm.
Yes, Trent and Corey are up 15-9 after 13 ends.
So a little mini break here towards the end. Been hard work for them all game though.
Oh, just gone through the gate.
A little contact here with the jack would be very handy for Greg Dale. He's not going to, but little trail 6 inches or a foot.
Just try and get one in the head, mate.
Yeah, Kay, just to let you know Annie's results. She's had a couple of really, really close ones. So they're on 1-1 at the moment, but they've had some great battles out there. So we're on round 5, and we've got one more round to go to round out the tournament. So the $8,000 Coolum pairs. All right, so holding at least 2 here.
Yeah, I would say at least. Yeah.
I would say they're just trying to get another one around about.
Yeah, the perfect bowls for Greg just to drag the jack about 6 inches here. He could bring a few bowls in.
Potentially could already be holding 4.
That's right, it's hard to tell how far short those other bowls are.
Oh, would
That fraction wide, they don't win.
probably not where he wanted to be with that last one. Just gives another bit of a guide into the jack.
It's probably not out of the count either. Just that grass has stricken Ando out there again. He hasn't been going to push it out there, has he?
Perfect, Greg. We've got second. I think you're playing a similar speed to me, like not enough to get yours out, but just hit the bowl with it, Jack. Yeah, get it right back. Get to the bowl, perfect. Nice little fella.
Little touch. Oh, lucky boy.
Oh, lucky boy, right?
All right, telling end here. He's got to try and do something, cut down that count.
Ando changing hands. A little bit nervous maybe.
Wow. Yep. So just trying to draw around the front ones and
Cut a few of those wider ones out if they're in.
Unfortunately, he's just cut underneath. This could be a wee handful, Ray.
Well, 1, 2, 3.
Measuring tape comes out. Barry Ashby's on standby if anyone needs to call him.
Be very surprised if these blokes call umpire. They're not measuring the back ones, are they? Yeah.
All right, 3 shots.
So that should be 16, 13.
Yep, up and back.
I'm going to update the board up there.
Who knows? We could have the complete wrong score. They're not very good at updating the board, these gentlemen.
Ando's played a lot of second too. He should be able to handle that card by now. No, they haven't updated the board. It should be 16, 13. Yeah, right on the scoreboard, but not on the green. Yeah, Trenton Hill's just brought a bomb next door. Pretty pleased with himself too, I might add.
Oh,
So Melanie King saying hi to Dad. Yes, Kay, darling, we'll have a few results coming through very shortly for you. Give a hand on what Annie's and Tilly are up to.
It was 13, 13, 13. You've got 3, so it should be 16, 13.
Well, it's been a up and down battle, this one. Good
Yes, Carmo would have liked to have held the number one crossing over. It's always handy early on to have that number one, something for them to make the opposition work a bit harder.
She was unlucky with the drive there. Oh, yeah, just missed it. Yeah. Would have had 2 then. That was in the pit. Yeah, she would have 2.
Oh, we've got a bit of confrontation with the cards.
Yes.
This is why, people, it's good to keep your scoreboard updated.
Yeah, but there's one card at one end of the green, and oh no, they're both at this end. Anyhow, Peter Carmody's the school teacher, but Greg's the genius on the board. He'll sort it. Ex-school teacher, I might add. Righto, we'll rip through a few of these updates while this end's starting to play out. We've got Jess McDonald and Brett Williams, 13 plus 13 shots up on Jamie Bartell and Eddie White. So that's a turnaround there for the form of the game so far. Russell Van Homrich and Brett Merkel are 5 down to Mick Japunza and Craig Hawthorne. Peter Leon and Brody Johnson are 5 up on Mark Gunders and Jeremy Gunders. Trenton Healy 6 up on the girls. Ryan Wilson and Ricky Holt 10 up on Cal Beaumaris and Kevin Doherty. I think Andrew Chapman and Jade Gronowich are probably 13 up by the look of that, maybe, on Max Evans and Shane Gula. They were up earlier. Shane Byrne and Bill Hipwood, 7 up on Wes Hedges and Jay Globitz. So the form's turned around there for the boys. They need to change it round for the last game. Wendy and Nev Jamison are level with Sean and Jason, Sean Anderson and Jason Bartz. Adam Haitley and Shane Burke, 4 up on Mark Prosser and his partner fill-in, which is lost his name. Michael Anderson and Mel Bull would be 17 shots up on Linda Jackson and John Allen. Danny Keogh and Steve Springate are probably 6 up on Joe Dorr and Blaine Shorter. Stephen Tong 7 up. Stephen Tong and Jay Dorr 7 up on Chris O'Brien and Tony McAnally. And we've got the Burnett Bester combination, 3 shots up on Andre Buick and Roger Passashi. I don't know. They could have been in the clubhouse. They usually are by now. Everyone else has got a couple of ends left, and
I can still see them out on the green.
I can see Ryan there. So that's one of their longest games ever. They must be. Yeah.
They'll be exhausted by this stage.
I'm sure they will be.
So we've got a great game coming up next on the live stream, Ray. We
have, yes, and it could determine the whole tournament.
Absolutely.
4 of the closest things to international bowlers we've got at the club here. A couple of state players and a couple of internationals.
Yep, so we have Burnett and Bester versus Dorr and Tong. So stay tuned in the next round for that game.
Probably have a bite to eat and then get them out here in about an hour or so's time, I suppose.
All right, we just had the latest on Ryan and Ryan's game with Andre and Roger. They are 13
13
all.
13 all last end, so look out.
Uh-oh.
Taxi down to find out where the bolo was, but anyway, I've got it.
Hard day yesterday in the punt.
So there could be a bit of movement at the top of the ladder here.
Could be one of the
Ray.
big turn-ups of the tournament here.
I'll make it.
Terry?
Andrew Buck, who we had Buke, who we had live streamed here yesterday, put in a good performance on that game. I'm not sure what the final result was now, but that was a tight game, a good game. He was on live stream. So they're the ones, they're the couple, and Roger Pisaki, they're the ones playing Ryan Burnett and Bester, and it's only one bowl when you get the last end, isn't it?
Absolutely. And Peter and Graham are going to have to get a couple of shots here. And they'd like to see themselves pull in front and get the lead, win the game. A few down on the head.
Good to see Timmy Quinn rocking out here to have a bit of a look at the local derby here. Timmy, a long-time player at the club, hasn't played too much in recent years, but still the impressive figure he always was. Look out, have we got someone from Ioma having a look? Which Kevin Anderson's that?
Welcome, Kevin. Oh, he's played it. Got the shot. Just what they needed.
Old fella. Still got it, mate, eh?
So a bit of a shout out to Kevin and Cass in their new life down there at Moama.
Yeah, obviously very sad that they left us and went to Moama. Yeah, we miss them lots, but they're doing fantastic things down there. Kevin's doing a great job from all accounts I've heard.
I've heard the same.
So yeah, great opportunity for both of them to be working at a fantastic club.
That's Cass Millerick, of course, local girl from up here that's made her way big time in bowls, and she's in the is she in the Jackaroo squad these days?
Yeah, yep, she's in
Yeah,
the
she
emerging
is, yeah.
Jackaroo, so yeah, she's definitely deserving of being there. Her results over the last couple of years have been fantastic. Always such a strong competitor, but she's so nice. She's the nicest person I know. She's amazing, but she's also deadly in her bowls. Hard to play against.
Better to have
Such
onside
a
than
nice
offside.
person.
Righto, so Caitlyn, that what was that final result there? One shot, was it?
Yes, one shot. So we're playing a final end.
Final end.
Looking for a 2 to get really exciting and play an extra end. That's what I want to see.
Well, I can sort of see the bowl. Oh, mate. Very good.
Shout off there, Quentin. Yeah. Shout off there. You're right.
Alright, so looking to improve on his last one. Weight was brilliant. Just not quite reaching.
Bowler Greg Dale's a very good bowl. When you can't see the jack from the other end, it's always a hard bowl to toss in it. You've got to bowl a perfect bowl to get around it.
And no skip's going to be unhappy with that. One on, one behind.
No, very good bowl, Greg Dale. When you're 2 up last end and trying to keep it down to no more than one, he's bowled 2 very good lead bowls. Chris McDonald, how'd you go? Got up, well done, mate.
Yep, so we're in the final end of our 5th round. One more round to go for the Coolum Holidays 8000 Classic Pairs. So we've got the 3 teams on 4 wins so far, but we're potentially looking like things could change.
Yeah, so that was Chris McDonald, and we was playing with Brett Williams today, and they knocked over Jamie Bartel and Eddie Whiteside, who are well up the ladder. So that's a bit of a kick in the backside for Jamie and Eddie. But anyhow, there's another game to go.
Oh, here we almost drawn the back. Ah, love that when it falls back for shot. Against the biased, happy days.
Righto, so we just had word come through from Faye's a bit of a scout around. She watched the last end over there, and she said that Ryan Bester and Ryan Bennett got over the line by one shot. So, skin of their teeth. So we hope the next game with them on board is just as entertaining, because it must have been a very close game to have a look at over there.
And I've just seen on the right of the camera, if anyone caught that, Trenton Healy's just kicked his hat about 15 metres. Girls putting them under a little bit of pressure over there. Oh. Good effort.
So Ando has got the one shot, so
Yeah.
it's game on here if they can pull another shot in the next 4 bowls.
Yeah, game on, all right.
Greg Brown's pulled a bit tight to get a result there. Just better have a quick run through while they're crossing over here. The sponsors here, the Coolum Holidays, one of the big sponsors here, North Shore Reality, Sunshine Coast Council, and of course the bowler, the Coolum Club made this all happen. Sunshine Coast Council's a very good promoter of bowls up here on the coast. They look after bowls here and there, and it's good to have them on board always.
All right, how's he looking here, Ray?
He's looking a chance to get 2 shots here.
Oh, he's just got to
Here
sit
we
that.
go. We could be going to an extra end.
Boom, 2
2
shots.
shots. Pressure's on Daly. Bit quick to get down, I think.
Yeah, just sailing through with that one.
Try, Ryan.
Looking just to draw one in this time. Draw for 3. Wee touch on the jack, tuck it around, wouldn't be too bad at all.
Peter, you just on the camera again, Peter.
Always.
Righto, Greg. A little less weight, you'll get down to this nicely.
He's got more
Oh,
weight.
too big, has he? Yeah.
All right,
Much
let's.
better line. He's just a bit too heavy, wasn't he? He only had to have the weight to roll himself up or sit the red through a foot, really. Well, Caitlyn, you went overtime shortly, I'd say. An extra end if they draw this.
Yes, absolutely. If they hold on to the 2, we're going to an extra end. We've got Greg with last bowl, so it'll be interesting to see what happens here.
And Ando's got to be a little bit careful too. He can't cut in under the head and give a pat on the back to Greg's bowl.
He does have the opportunity to.
To win the game.
Absolutely, and you've got to take those chances when you can.
I
So,
think he's just going to pull up.
oh, he's coming pretty far. He's done it. 3.
Right. Carmo likes that. It's just got past the blue.
Surely he's got to be straight into this. Just
Oh, he's got to split those two. Split the blue and the yellow.
Clear some
Orange.
bowls out, change it up. Looks like a nice little target there.
Forehand from the brown boy.
All right, how's he looking? Is he just
A
pulled it tight?
little tight, I think. Yeah.
Caitlyn are up. Come on, Daly.
All right, where are you going if you're bowling now?
I'm going with Ando, just get on the back end of himself. There's no... Oh, what are we down at the back? There's... Daly's got the back too, but I don't think Brownie's going to play with enough weight to force the jack back.
Yeah, it's
So
I wouldn't...
be lucky for a bowl to go firm onto the jack, I reckon. Righto, so the bell's gone. The bell's gone. A
this
draw.
makes
You
it
still
very-
you play that end after the bell, do you? If it's a draw.
Camera, Peter.
Ring the bell, mate. The bell, mate. Just make sure these two go.
So we've had the bell, so if they do happen to kill it, we get to replay rather than respot. I believe that's the rule.
One team's in front. Yeah, we better look into that rule.
Yeah, I did read it. I thought it's kind of strange, but
This is the bowl. Let's watch this one first, and we'll
Yep.
work out the problems after that. There's a
How's
better,
it
far
going?
better line, Greg Brown. That'd be a result here.
just has to get one out to get to another. He's got one out.
one
Here
out.
we go.
Extra end. So they're going to play an extra end.
Extra end. Love it. Just what we wanted.
So Greg Dale tossing the coin.
So Maryland's just asked why we have an extra end and they don't share the points.
We play wins only. There's no draws.
Yeah, just the conditions of play. Just wins only. That's the way it is. So we get to view some exciting bowls.
It's neither right or wrong, but yeah. Conditions of play, everyone knows that. They straight away the boys knew it was a draw and extra end, so all clear.
And Ando, one lucky shot. About 5 down there, and Ando comes off the front bowl.
All right, so
So we'll call this a cliffhanger, Caitlyn.
absolutely.
You're right, they're on the other end.
Yeah, pretty handy start there. Someone's just looking to nail that jack, and
Alan McKenzie from Nairn in Scotland having a bit of a look. Well, he might be able to have a look at the next game too if he wants to support the Scot. He'd
the
get
Canadian and the Scottish.
right behind Ryan Burnett. He can support the Scot and the Canadian.
Yep, against the two Australians. Should be a cracker of a game.
Stuart Mann, obviously a bit of support for Andre Buck. Andre Buck. Well, Andre put up a pretty good effort against the boys to go down by one shot in that, which could have turned the whole tournament up on its head.
Yeah, absolutely. Obviously would have been a fantastic game out there. All right, just cutting across the...
All right, so probably a Greg Dale shot at this stage, and but there's plenty of room for improvement on that.
Yeah, I definitely think we'll be seeing a lot of balls inside those ones.
Not the trick shot, Ando.
Yeah, he went for it.
Nearly, nearly the trick shot. The boys have all put both ends both ways. They've put a lot of tight bowls coming back into
Yeah,
the
I
boys. They're
was
not going to throw it out
Just thinking that I'm surprised no one's given that other hand a go.
there. Hence a few trick shots have showed up.
Yeah. Doesn't look like the kindest hand to get right back in line.
Well, Greg Brown's probably put number one in here for sure. Jack High, he's just through.
Yeah, we're pretty sheltered down here, but I think up that other end it looks
Yeah, you can
a
see
bit
the
of a
wind.
sea breeze.
Yeah, the breeze blowing on the boys' shirts. Watch out for the hole, Ando. And he found it.
Yep, nailed the line.
Yeah, so it's down to the wire. There's still a couple other games going on. There's a tight game over there. It's only a couple of shots in, so they're playing. They've got something to play for. And Sid on the other green, there's 2 shots in that game too. It's 12-14 in both games. I'm not sure who's up and who's down, but the Coolum Cove boys in one of those games.
Oh, everyone's looking pretty calm under pressure. No, everyone's just strolling back. Who's going to draw the absolute?
That's ring 3, right? So that's an important game too over there. So ring 3, we've got Mark Newland and Dennis Layden versus Noel Sean Dingle and Michael Cummins.
Yeah,
and team 40.
I believe they are up.
Is 2 shots up, which is team 40 is Sean Dingle, Noel Sean Dingle. So.
And back on this rink here, I've just.
Carmo got shot, do you think? Yeah, Carmo'd have shot there.
He's drawn it.
The left-hander doesn't like it.
No. Just slipped out the side of his hand.
He's got a spare. He's got a spare up the sleeve.
Carmo looking to improve.
I'll get him. I'll just put me back in here.
Touch the jack. Back to their own.
Down with 1. Oh, right, yeah.
Right, so Orange's shot.
They've possibly got a couple of seconds if he does run it, and he does like playing that little niggle.
Yep. Suppose he's got the chances of rolling up that blue one. Or
No, he hasn't put it out there.
Alright, down to the skippers.
So I think Mark Newland might be holding 1 shot over here, but look at it. Holding 1 shot, but they need 2 to us after the bell, so this is definitely the last end.
Can go to an extra end if they...
Yeah, so the Dingles one down on the head, but 2 up on the board, so Mark Newland looking to try to roll that black ball out of the head. Oh, Dennis is having a little look at this. We'll see how it goes. No, he got tangled up on the way in. Yeah, this is a real important one, the live one here. Hand over a little tight again, but holding very well, isn't it?
He's got to get down to the jack.
He's not bending.
He's probably made that a lot better for himself. He's probably given himself second shot.
Could have made 2 or 3 actually.
Alright, Greg just having discussion with Greg too.
Yeah, Darley's saying go quick and Brownie's saying you got to go quick either hand. So.
Yep, definitely chances.
So what are we doing for a dead end?
Read the conditions of play. Here we go.
Here we go. He's got the jack.
He's got the jack. Where are we going? What's out that side?
So he's alive. The jack's alive.
Oh, here we go.
Here we go. So it's 1 shot to the brown in the ditch.
All right.
Pressure's on the endo. He's only got one bullet left in the gun, so
probably has to get within 2 meters of the ditch to be the shot. You know, the blue one's
probably
on the other side of the 7, so doesn't have to go too close, but that's not an easy side out there, and definitely not an easy shot.
He doesn't want to get tangled here.
No, you just got to keep running past that one.
He's just sneaking past, but it mightn't be enough, I don't think.
I don't think so.
1 to Brownie.
He's asking if he's sure he's...
Now Darley's doubting himself. You sure, Brownie said?
So just draw it, make sure of it.
Yes, well the bowl looks to be about 8 foot wide of the jack, so obviously it's a couple. It's obviously probably a metre short of the tee down there.
So that was a great shot by Brownie to get the jack all the way through.
Oh yeah, brilliant.
And just to make sure of it, I think he gets
back into play. He won't do that either.
Falls in.
I'm down the line.
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
down, it's
falls
out.
out. So congratulations to
They're not gonna- yep.
Greg 1 and Greg 2, champions of this game. Fantastic game. So thank you all for tuning in.
Yes, we've had fun calling these guys.
Yeah, and stay tuned next round. So round 6, we've got a fantastic match coming up.
And it will determine the tournament, I'd say.
Absolutely.
We've got now over there. I took my sights off that in the end, but I'd say the Dingle team's won, and Trenton Healy's won. So the three 4-game leaders are now 5-game leaders, and who will stumble?
That's it. So obviously we said wins first and then it goes on end. So yep.
Right.
So we'd like to thank the sponsors. So Coolum Holidays, North Shore Realty, and Sunshine Coast Council. Appreciate all their support and all they do for bowls.
Thanks, Caitlyn. I'm sure everyone's enjoyed your coverage of that game, and all the best for your bowls for the next 12 months, Caitlyn. So
Thanks, boss.
we'll be back at 2:30.